Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I'm here with another episode of Devil Fruit Potential. This is a series where I talk about the potential of a devil fruit that was not used to its maximum potential. The devil fruit in question today is both the Tun fruit and the Kilo fruit, and how I think that these devil fruits are insanely useful. It's just they were used by people who maybe weren't that creative, or smart, or maybe just people who sucked in general. Now, everything I'm about to say is an opinion, and opinions are subject to change, so if you have anything to say about what you disagree with me on, feel free to tell me. I welcome all feedback. Now, what I'm going to be doing is speculating wildly what abilities this devil fruit could have based on other devil fruits we have seen. And to start off with, I'm going to say that the characters who had these powers, because they were two fruits that were exactly the same, or essentially the same, that it probably is possible to make one part of your body heavy and another part of your body light. And I say this because we've seen every other devil fruit that changes your body in some way do this. Luffy's permanently made of rubber, but he only needs to stretch one part at a time. It doesn't require him to stretch the whole thing. Here's a better example. Diamond Jozu. He doesn't have to make his whole body diamond, he can only make a part of it diamond. Same thing with Logia devil fruit users. They don't always have to take either element or solid form. They can do partial, however they like, and that is why I'm saying that it should make sense for them to make one part of their body light and another part of their body heavy. Now, this would be insanely good for a brawler, or maybe even someone who uses a weapon, if you get it awakened. Assuming awakened works the way I think, but I'll get into that in a moment. So let's just talk about a brawler. So, what you could do is make one entire part of your body light and your hand heavy, so that you can jump off the ground and then punch them with an extremely heavy fist. Now, it doesn't seem like they lose their ability to move if they make themselves too heavy. And furthermore, if they actually do some strength and willpower training, they would be able to move anyways. So that is what I think there. But if it awakened just means affecting things other than your body, then wouldn't that mean that they could make other objects heavier and lighter? This would be amazing for a weapon user, especially a blunt weapon user. Someone who fights with a hammer or a mace. You wouldn't need a really big weapon to have tons of weight. You could just hit them with an extremely heavy weapon. This could also work with swords because they would be harder to block, although they would not necessarily do more damage. And now on to the really juicy stuff. This is some juicy, succulent stuff here. And that I think this power could have a similar ability to Luffy's abilities. Now let me explain. What if you made your muscles super light to increase your reaction time? Or what if you made your blood super light so that your heart can pump it through your body faster? That sounds insanely like Luffy's abilities. Or what if you made your nerves and muscles light so you can get fast reactions, but then make your bones heavy to add extra pack to your punch? That sounds a lot like Luffy's abilities. In fact, if you can master your control over it and each individual part of your body, you could probably have better abilities than Luffy, as this might damage your body less than Luffy's abilities, because Luffy's abilities damage his body quite a bit. He builds up his endurance, but he still gets injured quite a bit. So you see, this devil fruit is insanely good, if only it's possible to make individual parts of your body different weights, which I think is probably the case, just based on how many devil fruits we've seen and how intelligently we've seen them used, and I kind of feel like these people just weren't thinking outside the box. So there's my opinion on that. So this devil fruit is actually probably pretty good if it was in the hands of a smarter person. And then we hear this all the time. There are no bad devil fruits, just bad devil fruit users. Now, this may seem skeptical when talking about the jacket fruit or the berry fruit. These ones seem kind of dumb, as they seem to take away your ability to move. Or maybe there's just some ability that they're not aware of. Because think about, like, Brooke for a second. Brooke's only ability was to come back from the dead once. But little did he know, this also brought him closer to the afterlife. And it took him 50 years to realize that he has a bunch of weird abilities that don't make a ton of sense. Hypnosis, ice, and stuff like that. How would that be related to coming back to life? It really isn't. So, a lot of devil fruits that seem completely and utterly useless probably have tons of abilities that just aren't being utilized yet. And I think that the weight-based devil fruits that we've seen in the series, the 2 of them, I think that these ones could surpass even Luffy's devil fruit, as they could probably do a lot of the same things he could, but with less damage to their own bodies. Well, that's my thought for everything. And I am now active on Twitter again. I will be tweeting stuff. I'll post things that I think are funny, and I'll also notify you about videos. Or I'll try to. I kind of suck at everything. That's gonna be it for today, everyone. Bye! Twitter in the description. Yeah. Burger Planetoid. That's it for today, everyone. Bye!